Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, question tonight. Is Charlotte the one tormenting Anna on General Hospital? Now, last time when I thought that it was the hook, last time when I thought Esme was the hook killer, and they show Esme being there in the cloak and everything like that, I jumped to conclusions. And I was so cocky. Now, we all saw the footage. We all saw her get into the room, and it looks bad. But you know how GH is. They tend to rewrite things a couple of times and just keep rewriting stuff. So at this point, we don't know. But I want to know what your thoughts are for the night. Do you think that Charlotte behind it? I feel like if so, it might be too easy. But then again, we have different writers, so there's that. What's good, Dave? Thank you for being first in the chat. Now, as always, I do sit there and talk about all the shows, Days of Our Lives, General Hospital, B&B, and of course, GH. I feel like I'm missing one, even though I'm not. Ron is in the chat. What's good, Ron? Let me sit there and make sure that the audio is good. Jay Blue is in the chat. How you doing tonight? As you're coming in, make sure that you do hit the like button because it really does help. And it starts off the stream right. It really does. Gets new people into the chat. You know how that works. It really does. Okay, good. So audio is good. I can take this thing off now. Jay Blue is in the chat. So how's everyone doing tonight? Thank you, Don. Thank you, Jay Blue. Appreciate that. Thank you. I feel like people. I feel like people. I feel like they want people to think it's Charlotte because they did show her in the security footage, and she snuck into the room. She's lying about something. But I mean, burning down houses now? Burning down houses? Really? I mean, bullying is a pretty terrible thing to do. Um, now we sit there talk about arson, graffiti, arson, arson. Come on, this is kind of a lot. Jay Blue says, "I hope it's not her, but I'll wait to say." Dave says, "Can't believe Charlotte's the one who trashed Anna's room. What did Anna do to Charlotte? I don't get. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it either. I don't get it either." And what's good, Ronnie Ron? How are you doing today? Yeah, I don't. I'm at a bit of a loss. Ron says so Trick thinks that he was going to try and trick Ray by saying that if any, yeah, yeah, he's pretty much screwed now. He is screwed. He is screwed up in the. He's screwed. Last days in the chat was good. Last day. How are you doing today? Down. I gotta check something. Dave says I'm just as shocked as you all are. Yeah, I feel like if it was we're gonna have to do. I have an idea for a video that I may be doing tonight about or maybe tomorrow or a couple of days or whatever. I have an idea about doing one on Jenny. I can't pronounce her name. The Jeezy and Jenny. Let me do a video on that. I find it fascinating. This chick that thinks she's a what she calling herself, a boss chick, is going to end up buying a dog and dying alone. Yeah, she's a boss chick, all right. Ryan says, and Ava hallucinating. Ava was kind of getting on my nerves, to be honest. She was getting annoying. Gemini's in the chat. Charlotte has her family trays and those damn Cassidons. It's not making sense. It's not adding up. Laura B is in the chat. Was good, Laura B. And Gemini is in the chat. Yeah, I mean, passed on traits, burning. We burn down houses now. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm more just at this point. I'm more just like EJ should just told her the truth. He should just he should just told her the truth. You know, at this point, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta sit there and be able to trust your lady to sit there and hold you down. You know? Partners in crime, partners in life. Partners in crime, partners in life. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. I did put out my post a little bit late. I did put out my post a little bit late, which is kind of annoying. Wasn't planning on doing that. Um, but yeah, we got that going. We got that going on. We got and Jay Blue says I saw a promotion video with Evan and Tabia for GH fan event. Someone in the comments wrote, "If Spencer sees them, he's gonna punch Dex. They can't separate." Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. People have lost their minds. Hmm. Lobby says I'm shocked to see Charlotte. I hope is a red herring. What's a red herring? Dolly's in the chat. Was good, Dolly? The Queen is in the chat. How you doing tonight, Queen of the South? Blackmon is in the chat. How you doing today? That's right, the one and only. Ron says, Albert, what makes Winnie think that it was more just like why is she sitting there looking at why is she sitting there looking through his phone when he can walk back in the office at any point in time? It's because Wendy thinks that she's smarter than she really is. That's the problem. That's one of the many problems I have with Wendy. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that last day. Of course, you're not gonna ask about the Queen. You got that going on. It seems that I'm glad to hear that, Black Man. Big Blue says a red herring is a distraction to throw you off the truth. Ah, okay. All right, thank you. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Thank you. Thank you, Lobby. Thank you. Thank you, J Blue. Misdirection, okay. Or false lead, okay. Thank you. Give it up for Joshua again. Thank you for coming through tonight, and thank you again for coming through yesterday. Let's everyone say what's up to Joshua. Joshua was pretty much my partner in crime yesterday. When I was feeling like, oof, I got to go back. I got to rewatch that video, that live stream, because Duan is in the chat. What's good, Duan? The sit there and say I was heavily medicated yesterday was an understatement. Dave says, I just hope that Elizabeth or Jake find out about Charlotte. Yeah, you don't want. I was gonna sit there and say, um, Jake better run for the hills and do not stop. Joshua said, I just want to thank you once again for having me on your collab. I really appreciate having you. Seriously, it was actually a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So we gotta sit there and do that again at some point. We do. It was a lot of fun. So he says Wendy is so bad at being sneaky. Yeah, I'm like, boo, you're not even sitting there checking the door or anything like that. You're just looking at the phone like he's not good. He's just not gonna come back. You know, it's not a possibility that he can just come back. Well, yeah, I know you like the Joshua because you have Mariah and Tess on there. You have Mariah and Tess on there. So I know you liked it. I thought about you when I was watching it. Ron says, Albert, so if Jada and Ray find out that Wendy made those fake passports, will she be arrested for obstruction of justice? Um, Maybe. It depends if they want to really throw the book at her. But yeah, I know you like Mariah and Tess, so Jay Blue says kudo for the actors playing Charlotte and Valentine. Their faces gave no clue if it's true or not. If it's true or not. They said, let me repeat myself. I hope that Elizabeth or Jake don't find out about Charlotte. Sorry, Albert, for some reason I can't. Oh no, it's all good. I mean, I want Jake to find out because I mean, if this chick is sitting there burning stuff down, those might be things that he want to know. Um, so he said Jada proves once again that she's the smartest cop in daytime television. She figured out the whole Sean and Talia thing in about 10 seconds. Yes, yes, she did. Yeah, listen, I'll tell you this much. If Bella gets upset with Sean cheating, I'm going to drag her little ass from here to tomorrow. But yes, she is smart. Gemma says, I thought it was Peter. It still might be. Listen, I'll sit there and say this. It's not. I don't feel like it's confirmed yet if it's Charlotte or not. Double C's in the chat was good. Double C. Darby's in the chat was good. Darby. And Duane, you're not a member anymore. You should become a member again. Ron says, Albert, do you think that Holly will come clean to Jada about sleeping? Well, I mean, at this point, she doesn't really have a choice. Doesn't really have a choice. Joshua says, I want to ask you though, Albert. I saw Phyllis talking to Sharon and I told Kyrie Clark this. Do you think those two will get along for a while? Yes, I think Sharon will sit there and try to get along with her. I think Sharon will try to get along with her. Um, yeah, I can see Sharon trying to make some sort of peace. Big Nate's in the chat was good, Nate. Yes, that's very true. That's very true, Dolly. Very true. I'm like, bro, you should just. I was like, EJ, you should just told her the truth. Should just told her the truth. Freddie's in the chat was good, Freddie. And Ann Pop is in the chat. It's been a minute. How have you been? How have you been, Ann Pop? It's good to see you again. J. Blue says Anna acting all shocked and not someone like not someone like some who is a super spy makes Victor Calcine a winner. His goal seems to coming to fruition. All right, Dave. Thank you. Yes, hit the like button. Hit that like button. It really does actually help out. Thank you, Blackmon. And Lashanta's in the chat was good, Lashanta. Thank you again, Blackmon. Yes, as you are coming in, make sure you hit the like button. We got 23 people in the chat. I don't know how many likes we have, but it does help. Okay, really does help. And Janetta's in the chat was good. And Janetta. And it's still going up. Let's see how many likes we got so far. Ron said, someone asked me to ask you why would a fan like. Ron says, Albert, someone asked me to ask you why would a fan tell Cindy because they're nuts. They're a nut job. That's why. They're a nut job and they don't have a life or a significant other to be with. That's why. They're nuts. Okay, we got 10 likes so far. So 10 down, maybe 14 to go if you are enjoying the stream. Gemini says when Valentine was with Nina, Charlotte's gone the attention she needed, but Anna ain't got the time to raise another kid. Ah, yeah, but burning down a house? I mean, Jesus Christ. Dudley said, but Nicole learned to recognize game from when she was married to Victor back in the day. She's only a fool when she's with Eric. Makes sense. And Autumn's in the chat. Autumn said, I read a spoiler that Mark and Corinthos connected to Cyrus or could be connected to Pikeman. The spoiler says Morgan could be working for the enemy. He's either has amnesia or brainwashed. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something if that happened? If that was the case. I didn't put my sauce in there. I didn't even put my sauce in there. And how you doing tonight, Autumn? Double C says, well, after today, I'm convinced that Jada should be the should be the police commissioner. Ron says, how will Bella feel about Talia, who she got? Oh, she's gonna be pissed. She's gonna be upset, Ron. She's gonna be upset for that exact reason. Lashanta said, I knew Charlotte trashed Anna's room. It's not guaranteed yet. I don't want to say at first I want to jump to that conclusion. But I don't know. We have to wait and see. Wait till it's confirmed. Jay Blue says, Gemini says we are forgetting that Charlotte is a cast on there are extreme. Burning down houses? We gotta sit there and see why they're doing we gotta see why she's doing it. If she's doing it. Jay Blue says Charlotte is 15, she should know how to regulate her emotions. If it is her, it's extreme acting out. She's not alone. She has Dante, Sam, her siblings. Valentine does check in with her. Well, you just said it. She's 15, so it's kind of a slippery slope. See, I start giving allowances to people when they're in their 20s. I start giving allowances when people are in their 20s to some extent, but yeah, burning down a house is extreme. Gemini said Victoria getting demoted was the highlight of Wide Art for me. Not a fan of Victoria, aka the Ice Princess. Lashanta said Jada knew Tyler up with Sean. Yeah, yeah. The minute that she was talking to Eric, she knew. And Pop says, Albert Charlotte needs some motherly love. No, she needs therapy. Valentine need Valentine keeps dumping her on different people. Charlotte always been acting strange. As rich as Valentine is, could he not buy a house? Yeah, but in all reality, no, no, she doesn't just need motherly love. She needs therapy. She needs therapy. Okay, I'm gonna sit there and say it. Charlotte needs therapy. That's what she needs. Spider Quakes in the chat. Nina got so many secrets now. Yes. When it says at 15, you can't control your emotions at 15. You need your parents, love, compassion, someone you can count on. Yeah, I was gonna sit there and say it's kind of a slippery slope when you're at 15. Question is, will Jada keep it to herself? Yeah, she will. Autumn says, well, I'm great. I love the Morgan Corinthos character because he was a messy itch. Just kidding. I'm pretty sure the family misses Morgan, though. Charlotte is doing this because she misses Lou. Lulu, yeah. Like Quick says, Nina got that SEC secret, Gladys secret now, Charlotte. Yeah. She got a lot on her plate. Double C says, I still think Alex burnt down how RP, yes. That's why I can't. It's kind of extreme. Kind of extreme. No, but I don't think she needs motherly love. I think she needs a therapist. So he says, I wish the actor who played Bella wasn't leaving. I like to see this Talia Sean Bella thing play out. Would love to see Jane's reaction. Freddie says, Charlotte's been through a lot. Claudia, a mother she knew all her life, to this new girl. Nathan was her father then. She lies, saying Griffin was the dad. Now finding out another woman. Her mom is now in a coma. Yeah, I can see that. Jay Blue says then Charlotte will be following her grandpa Victor's shoes. She was. appalled by Victor's actions. Lashanta said, "Alright, Nina saw her go into the room with a key card on the security footage." I get that. I'm just not there saying I jumped to the same conclusions. I jumped to the same conclusions with Esme being a hook killer. So I mean, if you want to think that, that's fine because I can see it, but I'm not ready to fully say that it's that she's the one behind the arson. She could be, most likely she is, but I don't know. A lot of times with GH, they like to sit there and misdirect people, and yeah. Like Quick says, other than Lulu, Charlotte love Nina, and I think they talk tomorrow. Ron says to Albert, tomorrow on Rest and Repeat, Lee wants Finn to get rid of his mother. I don't even understand how are people sitting there expecting Finn to sit there and get rid of his mom? What, tied to the back of a truck and just haul her out of town? Lashanta says Charlotte affected a lot of people: Jake, Dante, and Sam, Kiz, and Anna Albert. I mean, I get. Well, I don't really understand what that's. Okay. Valley Mel's in the chat. Was good now. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just not. I just have to wait and see. I know that the evidence is all there, but as you usually do now, Jay Blue says, I'm surprised that Laura didn't send Charlotte to Kevin when Lulu initially was in a coma. Then again, just like Valentine, she leaves town often. Leslie says, at least it's different from GH to make Charlotte the one who caused everything. I wasn't expecting it. I don't think nobody was, but let's see how it plays out. Yeah, I just, that's why I posed the question. Is Charlotte the one that's tormenting us at the room? I don't know about the rest. Okay. No, I don't know. All right, but well, like I said, we'll see. And Rihanna's in the chat. And Rihanna says, "Hello, Albert. Not convinced it's Charlotte." Yeah, me either. Not yet. Not yet. Mm-mm-mm. Not yet. Question is, what is Valentine going to say to Dante about the situation? Freddie says, I don't see Charlotte burning her house or shooting at her. That is extreme. That's something Alex or an adult would do. But I do need to see actual proof. See, the shooting is one thing. It's possible that the graffiti, the burning down the house could all be Charlotte. The shooting, that could be Alex or Peter. Jakaris is in the chat. What's good, Jakaris? Rashanta says the fact that she pretended that she just got there. I've been good. How have you been, Jakaris? I've been good today. I've been good today. How about you, my friend? Lashanta says Valentine's still lying to Anna. Still lying. Still lying. Oh, damn. And Anna's just still with him, which is wild to me. It is absolutely wild to me. Double C says Charlotte needs Jesus and Mother Teresa. Well, yes, in therapy. That's very true. She needs Jesus, and she she does need therapy. That much is damn sure true. That much is damn sure true. Um, Foster says Charlotte definitely could have committed arson. The shooting is another story unless Charlotte is working for someone apparently who works exactly. But then you guys sit there and think so now she's out there just shooting things up. I mean, she's a lot of things, but shooting. Ross says Lee is no different from Sheila. She should have heard. Oh, she no. Bro, you just try to compare Lee and Sheila Smith. They're saying they're no different. They are vastly apart. Okay. Um, Lee just watched her die. She didn't try to kill her. Okay, she didn't sit there and shoot two people in the alley. I don't. I don't understand how you actually sit there and put those two in the same camp as something. Jay Blue says Charlotte does need therapy for sure. Yes. Mel says, well, it all makes sense. Who Tucker wants revenge against so he can pay $2 million for Phyllis to. Yeah, she's gonna take the deal too. Dudley says Sheila has shot half the cast on B&B. Yeah, we going exactly, Dudley, but we gonna somehow compare. You know what? I don't understand why you're giving that comment. That much to it. Is this coming from the same person that wants a 70-year-old woman to sit there and have twins? The hell is wrong with me at this point? Now, just getting into B&B since we're talking about Sheila. Eric versus Reg. I love it. I'm here for it. Okay, and I'm here for Donna standing and sticking up for her man. Ariana says we made it through today. Yes, we made it through Hell Day. We made it through Hell Day. Rolly says Leah has a soul. Sheila doesn't. Exactly. Letitia says I think the crazy child may have split personality. Freddie says if it is Charlotte, I'll be a bit disappointed because I would rather it be Alex. Yeah, same. Billy says don't be generous. Sheila is. Cat Lady's in the chat. Cat Lady said GH is really about to wake Lulu up. Now, girl, get your daughter. Exactly. Get your daughter and get her some damn therapy. That's what they need to be doing. Get her some damn therapy. Get that damn girl some therapy. That's what you need to be doing. Oh, yes, it does, Mel. Hold on, let me read this comment. Let me read this comment. Hold on. Let me take my drink before I read this comment. Oh, so good. Mel says, Albert, I think two wrongs don't make it right. For Bella to rub it in Sean's face about rehab and for Sean to do that to Bella while having an affair. Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's a little bit different. I thought we were going to talk about the cheating thing. All right, then, yeah, I understand that. Ida's in the chat. Shakira's in the chat. How you doing tonight? How are you ladies doing tonight? Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. If you're signed in, hit the like button. All right, cool. We got 14 likes. We got 32 people in the chat. So we're getting there. We're getting there. What the? Dolly says, I will say I was shocked that Sean was so drunk he didn't even remember telling Talia or well, I can see that. There's been time I've been pretty drunk, so yeah. I'm glad to see you in the chat, Shakira. Jay Blue says, "Can I all have an early day tomorrow, 10 out?" Ooh, good luck, Jay Blue, and thank you for stopping through. Last day says, "BNB, I can't bring myself to watch it. Haven't watched an episode of Bold and the Beautiful in 3 months. Two people being together made the show unwatchable for me. Hope and Thomas, I don't get it." I know. Last day, I saw you in the comment section, um, commenting on other replying to other comments for people that actually like. Um, you were replying to other people in the chat that likes Hope, and you said something that was. I don't want to sit there and say alarming. I'll sit there and say the word interesting. You said that it's kind of hard to respect other people's opinion when it comes towards hope. Say that again. You said that it's kind of hard. You said that it's kind of hard to understand other people's opinions when it comes to hope. And I sat there and I was like, "Where are we at?" No, what if God? There we go. Kristen's in the chat. What's good, Kristen? Um, yes, he's coming back on tomorrow. I forgot to sit there and say that. Thank you, Kristen. Kristen says the other night when Charlotte was at Charlie's with Jake, she mentioned writing and loving graphic novels and medieval times and cool art she found. The tarot cards may be from the brainwashing. Yes, I don't see how anyone can like Hope and Thomas. It just doesn't make sense to me. However, sometimes it's difficult to respect other people's opinions. It shouldn't be difficult to respect other people's opinions. You may not agree with their opinions, and that's fine. But that's a let's sit there and read that out loud because that was a little kind of alarming. Oh, Belinda. Okay, that's nice. Um, Jonathan's in the chat. Was good, Jonathan. Yes, welcome back, Ken Schreiner and Scotty Bourne. Yes, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, I read that and I was like, nice. That's a little alarming to sit there and say that you don't respect somebody else's opinion. It's like, what does that mean? You start arguments in the chat, like what does that mean? Um, what she says, hope is an improvement from Brooke. Okay, yes, definitely, Lashanta. Freddie says, I'm glad Nika called Portia because Marsha is no match. Oh yeah, he's talking reckless. By the way, Selena was looking good today. Last I said, that's one of the things I have to work on with myself sometimes about the most respectful person when it comes to other people' opinion and though thoughts about anything. How can viewers call Hope and Thomas exciting? Really, she does not love him. It's just, well, they're like the Saints. They like the Saints. Um, Sometimes about the most respectable person when it comes to other people's opinions and thoughts about anything. All right. I mean, I get it. I just, just like, I didn't grant that. Here's the thing, last day. You're always fine, so I'm not really worried about it. It was just more alarm when I read it. I was like, what? So I had to sit there and look at that. Lashanta says Sonny needs to find out about Pikeman. Sonny needs Jason back. Sonny needs Jason back. Basically, I'm very stubborn. I mean, I get that. I get that. You're fine. I had to sit there and address that because I was like, I didn't really understand what that meant. I want to make sure there wasn't going to be any ruckus up in the comment section. Bobby says that's good because I don't read the comment section as much as I would like to read it. Um, but I know somebody a long well I know it was a troll that came for you a long time ago last day. So Johnson says I guess it will be around Christmas when Eric learns that he is the. Yeah, very true. Very true. Lashanta says, um, Nikki eat Nikki eat all Vicky's BS. Oh, good old Victoria, the Ice Princess. I love it. Shakira says, I'm feeling okay, Lobby, and thanks for asking. Ron says, I know that you're going to disagree with me, but I would rather watch Deacon and Sheila any day of the week over this Hope and Thomas crap. I mean, to each his own. To each his own, my friend. I ain't knocking you. Last says, I bet that's the reason I started making the Bone and Beautiful because was it good for me mentally? Okay, well, I know you don't watch that. Is it any other soap opera that you may watch? Since you're not watching B&B anymore, did you give any thoughts to any other soaps you would want to watch? Dolly says, I think the appeal of Hope and Thomas is fans haven't watched Hope cry over Liam for more than 10 years. It's nice to see her with someone else. People like that with Wyatt too. Same thing with Anna. I mean, same thing with ugh, same thing with Nina and Sunny. Same thing with Nina and Sunny. People like that. There's a lot of people that like that just because it's different. Lasanta says Winnie do too much. Yeah, she does do too much. That chick is annoying. Vicky mad at Nate. Yeah, she snapped. I'm not gonna lie, she snapped at him for no reason. I was like, "Oh, I get it. Your life is not in the direction that you want to go, but you're always talking about, oh yeah, you want to sit there and suck up to the big boss." I'm like, oh, where did I even come from? The guy said, Albert, where's the ice cream? I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. I like ice cream, but I may actually have to get a smaller one because it's like it's. Here's the thing. Ice cream for me is good for a day, and then after that, it's just a waste. So it does kind of suck. Duane says I had to agree with Brooke today. I knew you. I knew you were. I knew you were gonna. I knew you were gonna sit there and side with Brooke today. As I was watching, I was like, I wonder if Duane is watching this. Last day says I watched Chase by 9 days. Alright. Okay, well let me ask you a question. Last day, if you had to review any show in those three, which one would you review out of the three? Ron says Albert Sloan is so effing desperate she will go. Yeah, I've been saying that from day one. I've been saying that for a while. That she's desperate as F. But yeah, Duane, I knew you was gonna agree with her. Love Victor. I love Victor put up his portrait. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That was so disrespectful. That was straight up disrespectful. Like Johnson says, how long do you think it will be until Bella learns that Sean slept with Talia? Hopefully not too long. Hopefully not too long. I want her to learn right away. I want her to learn as soon as possible because I'm telling you this much, Jonathan. The minute that she starts mouthing off to Sean, you know what I'm gonna do. You know what's coming. Dory says it's too cold to have ice cream. The weather has been too cold for having ice cream. Well, I mean, to be fair, sometimes it's never really. It's for the most part, unless it's really cold. But I think it's just more that the taste, like it just changes whenever I get ice cream. Last day says I will review GH. Okay, I like that. Johnson says Sloan, aka Desper Peterson. I like that. I like that. Lorby said I don't know everything about Donna's past, but I do. Mother, but I do respect how she stands by Eric. Me too. Cat Lady says ice cream all year round. Not all. Okay, so Cat Lady, if it's 20 degrees outside, would you still want ice cream? The goddess Jess is in the chat. What's good, Jess? Dolly said Albert is but oh I know. I keep doing that. I seriously I keep doing that though. I keep doing that. Wow, Cat Lady, you're a rebel. Cat Lady is a rebel. But thank you, Dolly. I don't know why I keep doing that though. Bella says I think Bella is going to go off on Talia for betraying her, and I would totally understand that. I would totally understand that. Because it's too cold. It's still in the 80s where I'm at. Where are you at? If you don't mind me asking. Lashanti said Trip asked Wendy to leave it alone. Here's the thing. I can't believe that they were stupid enough to sit there and just leave the evidence around in the dumpsters or whatever. Like they literally left the evidence in the dumpsters. Like, are you kidding me? Nobody says, I know you do. It's because the toilet is. That's exactly why I do. That's exactly why I do, Doe. Oh, okay. All right, Makai. Hmm. Good question, Ron. Rashanta says, I'm surprised Nicole wasn't mad at EJ. Now that I think about it, I was too. Justice says we've been telling for a hot minute how Belle is actually. I know, but for some odd reason, whenever I sit there and think of the characters, like it just comes up that way. Just says I told you it was Charlotte. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not fully convinced yet. I think I don't know. I want to sit there and say it's her, but I don't know. Darby says what's going on. Just Albert Bostic, Albert's boss love. Wow. Darby said what's going on. Just Albert's boss love. Letitia says I'm on Team Eric if he wants one last. Same, same. My whole thing is like, why are you sitting there trying to push him out so fast for? Like that's the thing that just annoys me. It's like, why are you sitting there trying to push him out so fast? Duan says nobody even mentioned Steffi. Her and Ridge are co-CEOs, so just say, so I'll just be Team Steffi. Double C says never too hot, too cold for ice cream. Plus, it never gets in the 20s. Oh, okay, yeah. Just says, LOL, boss, I better be getting paid for that. Well, I guess I'll sit there and keep 10% of my check then on YouTube. If she allows me. If Jess is actually generous enough, I might be able to keep 10% of my check. Darby says, I know I'm not supposed to put your full government name out there. And Pop says, Albert, do you think that it's possible that Miss Wu was the shooter? She was trying to kill Curtis so she can take the Savoy. Sonny would be an added bonus. Also, G's never had a killer child. That's very true. Maybe she, yeah, it's possible. It's possible. You know, she can always sit there and hire someone. Billy says, I just hope we get a good fashion show. Like, that'd be interesting. I don't think they will be able to keep the secret from coming out. Johnson says, for what it's worth, her full name is Isabella, so we're entirely off. It's just Belle by herself. Don't include the A. I know. I just, like I said, I gotta get past the whole Twilight thing. Freddie says, I'm not surprised Trina doesn't want to tell her mom about the trip. She's going with Spencer because of how she feels about him, but that so-called lost her memory have might run in and tell Trina's mom. Well, she definitely will. Just as a child killer would be cool and different. Well, it'd definitely be disturbing, I'll say that much. Kelly says she is Helena's grandchild. So she's predisposed she's it's just in her genes to just I don't know, do some crazy nut job stuff. Lashanta says Liz didn't want Josh with Cam because of Carly, but when I showed Charlotte and Jake, I said, oh, Dewan said I'm team Portia. Okay. See that's my whole thing. Like as much as I don't like Spencer, I can't like no man should have to sit there and be dealing with a disrespectful mother in law or dealing with Portia. That is just nuts. That is exactly nuts. Just says, I don't know if Charlotte was the one who burned Anna's house. Maybe Jake helped her. Johnson says, what reason would Charlotte have to trash Anna's room? Yeah, that is the $1 million question. No says, I got good news that on Chucky series that is coming out October 4th is that Alex. Are you? Wow, man! I wish I had time to actually watch this show. I wish I had time to watch this show. LaShanta says, I'm never for Portia. Kelly says because she wants Papa to herself. That is, I mean, I guess that's a reason. It's a nut job reason, but it's a reason though. The amazing, gorgeous Queen Janet is in the chat. How are you doing? Hope you had a great day. Just says what reason? Because she wants Valentine all to herself. Yeah, that's a nut job reason. Yeah, Jenna. I hope you had a great day. Whole movie called Bad Seed Child. Jenna says, I hope Marcus Coloma comes back. Very few people can actually say that. I mean, it just came out like Like recently? Like just came out. What do you mean? Like it's on now? Jonathan, are you seeing it the same song now? Kirby says, I want to believe in Charlotte. I like to believe that this is a teenage phase she's going through. The vandalizing of her room is understandable, but the burning of Anna's house is too much to believe. Yeah, it's oh, well, I guess I got some stuff to catch up on, and it's on now. And I'm still watching Ahsoka Tano too. So yeah, I got some stuff to sit there and catch up to. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you for letting me know. I'm like, and I'm an episode behind on Ahsoka Tano, and then I gotta watch the next episode. It's so much. It's so much stuff. Kristen says, I believe ice cream is more popular in the winter than it is in summer. Hmm. I never feel like that. Just says, I'm hoping the person who shot at them was really aiming for Curtis. Damn. No love for Little Bill. As Kyrie always says, no love for Little Bill. Last day says, I don't like to buy ice cream in the summer because it melts too fast. I don't know. Maybe I'll get like a little small ice cream. Maybe I'll get a little small ice cream. I always feel like whenever I get the big one, and after I have it for like maybe a day or two, it just doesn't taste the same. Thank you for letting me know, Jonathan. Mel says, I would hope that when Nicole's daughter Holly comes back, so she finds out that Eric is the father. She come back as a teenager. Yeah. Lashanta says, Nina's secret is piling up. Oh yeah, that's definitely true. Uh, Kristen says, I think Charlotte and possibly Jake are responsible for incident one and four, the creepy message in the hotel room. I think incident two, the shooting wasn't for Anna, and incident three, the fire is Cassandra. You got it all mapped out. One says, I don't buy ice cream, I buy sherbet. I never had that before. Letitia says the grandfather of Victor and Helena is a nut job waiting to happen. Yeah, I think one thing we can all agree is that she definitely needs therapy. Why is this taking so long? Orphan. You know, Freddie, I actually fell asleep watching that movie too. I fell asleep watching that movie. Last day says I love these M&M's ice cream sandwiches. All right, you know, at some point this week, I gotta sit there and get some ice cream. See, because now y'all since you're talking about ice cream, I wasn't even think about ice cream, but now Joanna says ice cream messes up my stomach. Ron says I wish Sheila should just come clean to Finn about being in a relationship with Deacon. Yeah, why not? I mean, what's he gonna sit there and say? I forbid it. Lashanta said Olivia asked Nina why was she in her office. Exactly, and that's both of their offices too. Why are you in my office? I don't know. This is half my hotel. Why am I explaining anything? Why does Nina even owe Olivia an explanation? Valerie's in the chat. Oh, but you know what, Valerie? She was looking good though. Listen. Selena was looking good. Okay, Selena was looking good. Ariana says sherbet is really good. Served more in Europe. Yeah, she was doing the most, but she was looking good doing it. So if that's her version of doing the most, I'm with it. You damn right, Valerie. I was like, yo, this chick still got it. Black Mom says me and my mom got ice cream sandwich in the freezer. I've never heard of that before. Yeah, my car, I haven't actually got ice cream in a while, and this is going way too fast. Ross is up, but Finn would want to know how long this has been going on. I mean, yeah, maybe, but I just Spike says Miss Wu ain't scary at all. Yeah, let me tell you something, Spike. We're not talking about Miss Wu's fear factor or anything like that. We talking about the fact that Miss Wu was looking right. Um, Ariana says Nina and Olivia have become buddy buddy. Ariana says ice cream this members weekend. Just said, by the way, it's sad to hear Billy Miller actual cause of death. Yeah, I heard it yesterday. Like Quick says, I can't rate women in their 60s. I, I mean, hey, listen. Like I said, for me, it was working. Yeah, I don't know about a 9, Valerie. I was sitting there, maybe an 8. I was sitting there saying 8. She definitely bumped herself up to like an 8. Okay, maybe I'm being a little bit too generous. It's 7:30. Yeah, we'll go with 7.5. Ruth said, what is never heard of ice cream sandwiches for what are you living in? Oh, okay. I feel like I'm getting a headache simply trying to read that. Javor says Charlotte was at the wrong place at the wrong time, but I believe it's someone else. Charlotte will get the blame for a while. Just said, didn't you rate Nina? Yeah, I did. Oh, you talking about Spider Quick? Okay. I don't. That's the thing. That's the thing, Trevor. I don't know if it's actually Trevor. I don't know if it's actually what you call it. I can't be sure if it's Charlotte or not. Oh, I kind of figured that, Jess. Like I said, Selena had it going on. That club is failing. Can we seriously? Can we all just sit there and just mourn the loss of Curtis's nightclub? Because that. Mm. Ron said it, but if they do get married, will Fan be happy about Deacon being his stepfather? I don't think he will look at him like a stepfather. Yep, she is 15. Oh, that's why great Jay can't handle Charlotte. They need to hire me for Charlotte. Exactly. Yeah, they're one and only. Kyrie's Clark is in the chat. I don't know how you forgot that. I don't know how you forgot that. That's right. Kyrie's Clark is in the chat. Let's everyone in this chat say what's up to my guy. The one and F and only. Freddie says it's gross to see Olivia being too nice to Nina and being a butt kisser when that heifer Nina knows what really happened with Ned. Discover Nina's secret of turning Carly and Drew into the FCC. I love the word heifer. That's my second favorite curse word. I mean, my second non curse word. My second non favorite curse word. And Lorby says mental health. Curtis says today felt Kurt's all three Logan Witch's sisters were on the screen. Oh, it was a very good scene. It was a very good scene. Yeah, they did. They did. It was definitely interesting. Krista says Charlotte's reasoning for trashing in the room is to get Valentine to herself as possible. Victor programmed Charlotte. With the tarot cards, maybe? Spyquake said, and I clearly must be, okay, maybe this wine has actually hit me a little bit too fast, but I'm just going to sit there and read it anyway. Spyquake says, I enjoyed Trina today. I'm going to read this again. Spyquake says, I enjoyed Trina today. So I want to make sure everyone heard that. Johnson says he thinks Loki will last out. Well, you think Lois will last out at Tracy when she returns? Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. It took me a second because like I'm not used to Lois, but yeah, I don't see why she wouldn't. Riley, why do you think I had to read that twice? Why do you think I had to read that twice? Krista says Marcus Colum burned his bridges with self-admittedly he's not. What do you mean? What do you mean he burned? How did he burn his bridges? Krista, how did he burn his bridges? Lorby, I'm like, I don't know what's in his wine, but like Chris Albert, my thing is Portia and Curtis got money. They got on PS4, not PS5. Lorby said that, yeah, Ambassador Sam is in the chat. Johnson said, I know Sonny will be happy to see Lois. I would also be happy to see the actress as well. Derby says, why does Charlotte need to be brainwashed for her to do bad things? As a teenager girl, the girl is doing this for her father's attention. Yeah, to the extreme. Oh no, I know exactly what you meant, Valley. That's all I was like. Let me sit there and make sure I snip this cup to like. Krista says, what if Tiger shot Curtis? Duan says, I hope Lois isn't like Quinn. Duan, you didn't like Quinn or Ron says, however, if Sheila finds evidence against Liam and Stephanie regarding the kiss, why won't she keep it to herself? Well, I mean, she definitely won't keep it to herself. So I quick says, I don't hate Trina. I hate how everything always about Spencer, not her. Oh, I don't have anything to say about that. Okay. Exactly, brother. I was like, okay, that's Krista says I could so write for GH. Well, to be fair, Krista, I think we could all write for GH. Freddie said Trina just so on board really fast by jumping on the dad train to Curtis. Poor Taggart, yeah, Taggart is her forever dad. Remember, Chad? Taggart is her forever dad when they can go to Sunny. Yeah, it's very true, Lashanta. Johnson says, I don't think Curtis was the intended target in any way because the shoot already started before he walked in. Trevor said GH just skipped the storyline of Sonny finding out about Michael and Dex' plan. At first, Sonny needs to get rid of Dex, find someone else better than Dex. He needs Jason back. Okay? He needs Jason back. That's what he needs back. He needs Jason back. Likewise said Tiger, her forever drunk. Curry says Days was a little lackluster. It wasn't on fire like it was yesterday. Yeah, I admit that. But here's the thing. Days is 9 times out of 10. Days is usually decent and watchable. I know I read that too, Jess. Um, but usually Days is like at least watchable at the very least. Dawn says I like Quinn. I just don't want Quinn and Lois to be like okay. Leticia said loved the actress when she played Lois before she became Quinn. Yeah, I know a lot of people like Quinn. They thought Quinn was the cat's pajamas, or no, I'm sorry, the cat's meow. Like her Trina got her forever dad as drunk as okay. Francis Albert, is it just talk? Why don't she get rid of Sheila herself? And David's back. Harry says, well, today was the 10th. Then, LOL, it was lackluster. I tolerate that from GH. I don't know. I just, I look at it. Same, just think that maybe Miss Wu tampered with it. Um, Johnson says Xander still needs to watch out for EJ. I don't know. The thing is with Dave's Kyrie's, usually if Dave's isn't fire, it's still at least decent to watch. With GH, it's either fire or it's boring. Like GH is like either one extreme or the other extreme. But with Days is usually it's either really good or decent. And like I said, did they even do a DNA test with Dante and Sunny? Carrie says, well, her bio dad was a former crackhead too, so she got a lot to deal with either of them. Like Quick says, a whole Trina don't be like. Well, obviously she's not gonna be like her dad's. Ron says Albert Days is still good, and that's the thing, Ron. Days is for the most part they're usually good, right? There's a lot of times they're fine, but at the very least they're good episodes. GH on the other hand is either extremely good or is boring and is more of a filler. Like Freddie says, DNA test General Hospital. That's all I'm gonna say. Valerie says DNA tests at GH should be banned. Krista says, I think Sonny knows Dex and Michael about Dex and Michael. He's just waiting for Michael to confess. And Emily is in the chat. Let's say what's up to Emily. I know that you were here before, but it's nice to sit there and see you again. Lashanta said, do Lee expect Fan to do Sheila? If he wouldn't let her die, what makes her think he's about that life? I don't know where people are getting that from. Just says, how is that cabin Sasha and Cody and have a shower or even food? Yo, that cabin looked dirty as hell. That cabin looked like the type of cabin, like even if you did take a shower, you would still get dirty. You would still be dirty. Even if you did take a shower, you would still be dirty. I'm being dead ass serious too. Carrie says, no. Once she started getting the cast on D, then she gets dumped. She might go crazy. The million times she end up presuming dead in some cast on scheme. Yes, it's always. I mean, I know, like I said, I know Emily's still new, but you know, always love seeing returning people. Whatsoever. Here's a spoiler. I heard that Ava and Harris are going to encounter with someone in Susan's past in London. I hope it's actually good, not goofy. I was waiting. I was waiting for you to say that, Kyrie. I was waiting for you to say that. Emily says I was surprised that it was Charlotte. I know she's done some things in the past, but I thought she got past that kind of behavior. I mean, it's still kind of a stretch though from being a bully to burning down houses. I mean, damn. Darby says, "Forever Dad, yeah, right. Hey, Forever Dad, please wait over there out of sight." Freddie Freddie says, "I wouldn't claim someone that's my blood until I see a DNA test proof that all I'm saying, period." Wisconsin said Cody found those pills in the pockets. I'm gonna disagree with you on that one. I do find the cabin on the Hope, the cab that Hope is in is a lot better than what you call it. Harry says, I want to say that the moment you said it in your video. No, I do think that Hope's cabin looks better than whatever that cabin looked like. You can sit there and scratch yourself on something and get tetanus. Okay, we not we not gonna sit there and try to we're not gonna sit there and try to compare those two cabins. Movie says maybe they are about to do a whole mental illness story with Charlotte. Krista said Taggart is off screen wallowing and will repent just in time for drama. Or reappear. Ron says so Albert, if Sheila does get pregnant with Deacon's baby, will she trust Lee as her um Jess says that's really a favorite word. What's my favorite word? Maybe you're not talking to me. Are you talking to me, Jess? I've been saying a lot all night. What is my favorite word? Just says it's not a stretch. Michael wanted Sonny in jail just for hurting his mom, which is not a big deal according to you. No, it's not. It's really not. Are you talking to me or are you talking to somebody else? I can't tell at this point. He said because Logan's a toxic, hypocrite, selfish, drama, annoying, and hope. Captain still looks like a that cabin is fine. You know what? I'm not gonna say that cabin is fine. I like that cabin. It's very like tranquil and everything. Riley says that was a lot of money Sonny got today. Yeah, it was an apology. That money was an apology. I'm like, can you give me an apology like that? Johnson says, what if Pikeman tries to lure Sonny and tries to lure in Sonny by revealing to him that Morgan's still alive and they have him. Somebody else said that too, Jonathan. Somebody in the chat also said the same thing. Lashanta says Anna gonna take Sonny's help. Yep, because it's pretty much like most people in the town. Sonny's a criminal until they need him. You need to fix your damn taste. I don't know, Carice. I think my tastes in a lot of things are pretty spot on. Emily says you need to bring Sonny down and teach him a lesson. They need to bring Sonny down and teach him a lesson. No, Carice. I think that my taste is generally always spot on. Freddie says she should take notes from Maury Povich paternity show like for the real. I'm sorry, what? No, it's not. Is that so, Jess? Is that so? Krista says sorry to the way Marcus said he got too mouthy, opinionated, and made it clear from day one that he was only intended to stay on contract for 3 years. By the time he changed his mind, he was out. Gemini says all the money Liam and Hope earned and staying in the back house. Terry said, no, the hell there are not. You said Victoria's a 10, and you said no. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, to be very clear, Kyrie's, I said that Sierra. I think the actress that plays Sierra, her name is Victoria. So I did miss up on that. Donna, yes, Donna is a 10. You want to no, 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 no. No, 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 no. That the Sasha and the Jocelyn thing, I can see where you're coming from. Donna is a 10, but I said Victoria. I meant Days of Our Lives, the actress that plays Sierra. So I misspoke on that. Lashanta said this woman scares for her life, and Valentine knows his daughter trashed that hotel. You damn right, Janet. You damn right. Jenna says, so who will be the Nicholas replacement as Huss is gone? That's a damn good question. Yeah, she looks good. I mean, I saw. Let's just sit there and say I saw a picture of No, 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 no. But I no, I meant Sierra, like the Days of Our Lives Sierra. I meant that her. I meant that girl, that woman. Just say he's gonna cover for his kid. I will cover for mine. But yes, Jess, I have very spot on, accurate um case. Once Donna is just there with Katie. With Katie, as for no, 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 do I know? No, I don't see why. I don't see why she would. No, no, she's above a 3. Kyrie's. You put her in the same level as Maxie. You wanna rephrase that, Kyrie's? You wanna put Maxie and Victoria Newman on the same level? Are we gonna be pulling the DC tonight? We gonna be pulling the DC tonight? 'Cause we ain't doing that. We are not pulling the DC tonight. That's what we're not gonna be doing. So let's rephrase that question. Janice said Donna looks awesome, not crazy about her personality on screen. Yeah, I get that. Freddie says I would go back, read the last comment about paternity because this is serious. I don't know. Well, how far is it back? Oh, Freddie said because it's some stress. Lone Wolf resident. Let's do a DNA test. Okay, I got you. Okay, no, that makes sense. You're right. You're right. Johnson said if Pikeman does have Morgan, they've been torturing him. That will make Sonny want to bring them down. No, I would sit there and say that. I would sit there and say that she's more of a. Now Janice says Victoria looks better with a little more weight on her. Emily says Liam is all mad because Hope betrayed him, but he's been betraying her for years. With Steffi, he has no. I've been saying the same thing, Emily. I've been saying the exact same thing. Seriously, I've been saying the exact same thing. So you're spot on. You are spot on. But no, I mean at that point, Kyrie, you're sitting there saying that you're saying that Maxie looks better than Victoria. Like, is that where we're going? You think that Maxie? Harry says, "Who looks better to you, Victoria or Abby?" Oh, why's your answer wrong? Well, obviously, Kyrie's is going to be Abby. It's going to be Abby, Kyrie's. No, it's going to be it's going to be Abby. Damn right, Janet. Yeah, you know how to sit there and pour another one. You know how to pour another one, Valerie. Harry says, Harry says, Maxie do look better than Victoria. Okay, I'm done. All right, I'm done. That's it. I'm done. All right, bro. All right, I'm done. I'm like, Kyrie's you're my guy, but at that point, I just checked out. I just checked out. Jackie P's in the chat. What's good, Jackie P? Yeah, all right. Yeah, I just checked out. Whatever you say, Kyrie. Sure, sure, sure. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. Like Greg says, I mean Jake forgot Charlotte bullied Aiden. Oh, Jesus Christ. Aiden's never around anyway, so who cares? All right, broski. Spy Quick said, I just looked up Victoria and I think Maxie looks better too. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I just checked out at that point. I was like, all right, bro. Emily says, which Victoria are we talking about? The actress who played Sierra on Days. Oh no. We're talking about Victoria on Young and the Restless. We're talking about Victoria who's on Young and the Restless. Dennis says, I agree with you. Harry says Maxie's just not dressing right these days, but she got it going on. She probably throw. Ron says Gladys or Katie. Katie. Yeah, I'm still gonna go with Katie. What the? Okay. Well, I don't even have a comment for that. Nope, nope, no. I don't. Oh my God! Thank you, Jonathan. Jonathan said Jay should do a Halloween episode where Michael has a nightmare that Caleb Morley comes back and tries to take Willow and the kids because they're only they're the only family he has left and turns them into vampires. And I would be so down for that. I would be so down for that. Yes, I would be so down for that. And again, thank you, Jonathan. Thank you. Oh yeah, no, Janet. Yeah, no. She's a 10. She's a 10. Audra is a damn 10. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you. And yeah, no, I'll be totally down for that. It'd be a cool Halloween special. Like Quick says, Albert Drew still hasn't mentioned Scout in months. Scout who? Well, said Albert, the beautiful Victoria, the young and the restless is Heather. Oh, I don't know who that is. Harry says, I'm surprised you're not accusing me of trolling. I was expecting that at any moment I'll be DC for up and Maxie do look better. Um, yeah, sure. Exactly. You know what? It's your prerogative. I'll sit there and say this: it's your prerogative. You said something else, Kyrie, and I can't remember what you said, but you said something else, and I was just like, "Hi, bro. Um, why the?" Jackie B says, "Albert, have you heard from Mason, Nathaniel? He was in the chat yesterday. He was in the chat yesterday, but I had I was doing a collab, so I couldn't really talk to him. But every now and then he pops up in the chat. Oh, and speak of the devil, everyone. Stacy Soap Sanctuary, DC Soap Sanctuary. I was just talking about you. I was just talking about you, DC. Of course, we were talking about you. You know, it's really funny, DC. I was sitting there thinking about that rating that you gave yesterday, and I was, what the back me up here? Maxie looks better than Victoria Newman, right? Yeah, DC, back him up. I mean, Harris, you do realize that he put Marshall Ashford and Brady Black in the same category, right? And DC says Victoria Newman looks better. And you and people, well, thank you. Thank you for backing me up on that one. I want to know if Jess is still in the chat because I gotta ask Jess a question. I DC, okay, DC, were you trolling yesterday? Were you actually trolling yesterday? DC said you think Marshall is ugly, just say it, or else that rating shouldn't bother you. Emily says Maxie looks better than Victoria Newman. Okay. Okay, Jess, do me a favor. Look, no, do me a favor, Jess. Look up Brady Black and tell me if Brady Black and Marshall is on the same scale as far as looks. Because I know you don't watch Days of Our Lives, but I need you to look up Brady Black, like the current actor that plays Brady Black. And you tell me if Brady Black and I'm like, I'm sorry, you got me effed up. Like, I can't. We have Brady Black and Marshall are on the same level as looks. Have a good night, Dave. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm grateful that Emily's in the chat as well. John says on the boys there's a character named Victoria Newman. Really? I don't remember that. Darby says that's not fair. What's not fair? Like we said, who's better? Who's better, Dad? Daisy, Dad, for Sheil or Drew? Or Drew? I don't remember Daisy's dad. I don't. Jess said Brady looks way better. See, thank you, Jess. Because when he said that they're on the same level, I said that DC was trolling. Darby said comparing Brady and Marshall. Well, apparently DC thinks that they're on the same level. Okay, he he, he said that hmm, he said that Marshall was a 7. DC says I can appreciate an older man. What's the problem? Just said no, you can't compare those two. I said that as a straight man, and I said that as a straight man. Okay. Okay. So now I want y'all to understand. Whenever I sit there and say is DC trolling, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. This isn't even okay. Yeah, Jenny. He tried to put them on the same level. Just that honestly, none of the older men on Chase look good. Well, I mean, she gave Robert a 0. So Emily says Eric might have plays Brady Black. Debbie says if we're comparing on-screen personalities, then Marshall will win by miles. Well, yeah, but I just want to prove that I want to prove that a lot of times that DC is I feel like DC is trolling with some of his answers. Reggie said GH wants me to really believe that a 15-year-old girl been making Anna's life a living hell. First, the Hope Killer storyline was a letdown. Also, the boss of Austin Mason was a letdown as well. Curry says, I'll tell you who else Maxie looks better than. She looks better than Brooklyn Quarterman. All right, bro. All right. See, Kyrie's okay. See, now I'm gonna sit there and say that you're trolling. Now we're getting to the point that you're okay. All right, Kyrie. All right, broski. Johnson says many actors GH have voice acted on DCAU. Really? Just said Maxie does not look better than Brooklyn. DC says, what's DCAU? I think that's like comic books, like DC Universe. DC Cyber just can't face the truth. No, I think I at this point I know that you're trolling. You are effing trolling. Harry says I officially rate Maxie a solid 8. All right, how about we'll just take that one in for a minute. My dude Kyrie said that Maxie looks better than Brooklyn, which I'm just like, all right, bro. Listen, I get that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but you. Spikequake says Brooklyn is a 7 and Maxie is a 6. Spikequake, Maxie is a 4. What are you talking about? Maxie's a okay. Emily says, "Who was the boss of Austin and Mason?" Oh, Cyrus. Cyrus Renault. Cyrus Renault is the boss of Austin and Mason. She definitely is, Janet. Carrie says, "Okay, I'm both." Maxie's a six. Carrie's. If I'm going to be honest, if I was being generous, I would sit there and say Maxie's is a five. She is okay. Um, Johnson says DC Animations universe, which includes Batman animated series, Superman. Hmm. When you said DC AU, I didn't put two and two together as far as animated. I don't know, Mel. I feel like if it was in DC's hands, he would sit there and say that Johnny and Marshall is on the same level. Obi says yes, beauty isn't about the whole, so I'm not going to rate anyone. That's fair. I'll do it. Freddie says Maxie was from looking like a fashion queen to now looking like working in someone's backyard. That's so bad. That's so bad. DC says now Johnny is cuter than Marshall. So what would you give Johnny an eight? Marshall be a seven and Johnny would be an eight, or Marshall be a seven and Johnny would be a what, a seven and a half? Is that where we're going? Harry says not the optimist, a hardworking single mom of three. Maxie is realistic. Okay. Hmm. Damn, I thought I gave people breaks. I mean, I know she's a single mom of three, but I didn't. I mean, did that really decline her fashion sense? Yeah, Johnny's an eight. Yeah, that seems about right. Just says who's not afraid to rate themselves. That's a question for the chat. Who's afraid to not rate themselves? Okay, Jess, how about we start with you then? What would you rate yourself? Emily says Will Horton is a nine. Freddie says, especially that last outfit Maxie was wearing when she confronted Brooklyn. Valerie says, my age, I'm an eight. An eight to a 10. Well, Jess, you're a 10. There's no eight about that. You're at you're a 10. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that, Kyrie. She's a 10. She is the definition of a 10. Jackie B says cake pie, cookies, and all. I don't know why you would think that for. Dory said Johnny is good looking but too short. Are you sure he's EJ's son or does he get his height from his mom, Sammy? Yeah, that's true. Oh, okay. You know what? I got a question to ask the ladies in the chat. The ladies in the chat who watches GH. What would you rate Robert Scorpio from a scale of 1 to 10? What would you rate Robert Scorpio? Have a good night, Kristen. Yes, what would you rate Robert Scorpion? Oh, value says a 5, which is fair. Jackie said a 1. Jesus Christ. A 4. Okay. Tamara said a 4. Okay, no, no. Okay, when he was an 8, but no, I'm talking about, okay, so he's a 5. Okay. So I quick says my cousin likes boys, but looking at Robert would turn him straight. Damn. Bell says Nick is a 10. Janice says a 4 and 5. Yeah, 4 and 5 for Scorpio. Okay. Very curious of what you would sit there and rate for his age. Yes, we are talking about present day. And Pop says in his youth, 10 in his youth, 5 in his twilight years. Emily says a 7. Oh no, I'm asking everyone. I'm asking everyone. I'm surprised you didn't ask me to rate Robert. Yeah, no, I'm asking everyone in the chat. So yes, that includes you. Jackie B says he was fine back in the day. Is over loved actor, but he slept and fell away from the nursing home. Thank you, Darby. Yes, hit that like button. Oh no, she's a 10. She's she's a 10, Spotty Quick. Valerie says she's a 7. Oh, my bad. No, not my bad. You're right. You're right, I did. That includes you as well. My bad. Yes, what would you rate Robert Scorpio? And I'm talking about now. Oh, Jess. And Pop says Diane is an 8. Okay. Jess said got the memory of an 80-year-old. That is not true. That is not true. My memory is pretty good. My memory is pretty good. Jackie P says I agree Diane is at least an 8. Darby says Diane is a 7. And we're going with personality. But Chris says who you thought looking better, Steve or Billy Miller? Oof, I think that's kind of too soon. Valerie says she's better than Alexis. Yeah. I've seen Alexis where she actually dressed up and actually looked, she can be bad when she wants to be. Jess said Diane is a 7. Oh Jesus Christ! Emily says Diane is a 3. Are we talking about okay, Emily? Are we talking about General Hospital Diane? Not not the Young and the Restless Diane. We're talking about General Hospital Diane Miller. Want to make sure that we Jess says Alexis is a 5. I think that she's actually higher than a 5, but okay. 5? I saw her in that wedding dress with Julian. She's definitely higher than the 5. I mean, Maxi's like a 4, like an adjustable 4. So it says YouTube editing is beyond slow. I messed up one line that requires one trim and is still not ready. This is why I always use. This is why I always usually just refilm. Um, just says still a 5. Damn. Spyquake says Alexis is a 7 for her age. Yeah, I was just gonna say like a 7. I was just gonna say like a 7. Earlier says, you know who looks good? Blair. She was wearing that white suit yesterday. Remind me of Carly. You know, honestly, tell you, remind me of Carly when she walked in that meeting and she wore like the white suit. Why? Okay, first of all, you have to be sorry. But Spyquake says, I'm sorry, but Blair is a 3. So Spyquake, you put her on the same level as Maxie. And Emily says GH Diane. Damn. Such a low number. Okay. You know what, Emily, I respect that. That's, 3? Johnson said, I'm not surprised that Jada instantly figured out that Talia is sleeping with Sean. I'm not going to lie. I kind of was a little bit, though. Darby says, but Lexus is what Vicky is going to be if she doesn't pull some weight on that skinny. That's okay. I give you that. I give you that. Carrie says, but this video I put a special picture introducing a new theme, so it will be annoying to redo. Okay, Kyrie, why? Okay, why do you have to redo it though? Why do you have to redo the video? Troy Cook says, "Whoa, calm down, Maxie. Now Maxie's a 3." Darby says, Blair is a Carly 8." I'm sorry, what? Blair is a Carly 8? What's a Carly 8? Probably says Blair is a 7 or 8. Yeah, I was sitting there say a 7. Well, I'm curious though. Why do you have to redo the video? Darby says Carly is an 8. Harry says for my GH review I filmed earlier today, it hasn't been posted yet because I'm waiting on the trim to be successful to adjust. Okay. Quick says I think he meant Carly and Blair are both. Oh, okay. Thank you. Whoever says Carly is an 8, no question. Spikequake also says, DC, are you still here? Freddie says, Deck's still not cut out for the mob business. Freddie, I said this in my review today. I was like, Jason is definitely needed. Jason, yeah. Jason is so needed in this, and as far as Sonny being his right hand man, it's not even funny. Freddie says, Dex, okay. Harry says, I stumbled on a line where I literally said in my own words I have to edit this out my own words. I can't post that as is. Is it so frustrating how slow YouTube is? No, I agree with that. That I 100% agree with. That I 100% agree with. Valerie says Dex is not Jason 2.0. So I quick says I hope DC comes soon. I need a lawyer. Wow, what'd you say? What did you? Okay, I'm gonna be honest. So I quick, what did you say this time? What did you say this time? Johnson says not a popular opinion, but Jason is needed. Steve Byrne is not. Okay, I'm gonna need you to explain that one for me. Jonathan, I'm gonna need you to explain that one for me. Double C says Dex will never be Jason, maybe Xander, but not Jason. Hmm. I'm gonna have to take your word for that because I was not around for the Xander days. When I came in, Jason came back from, well, I don't know where he came back from. Kerry says, is Dex better looking than Jason in my eyes? Maybe, but what about the rest of you? Johnson says, I said Steve Burton, not Steve Burton. I said Steve Burton, but not Steve Burton. I don't get it. But I've also been drinking now, so you're gonna have to explain that one to me. And when you do it, explain to me like I'm 8 years old. Darby says, remember how Sonny treated Milo and Max in old days? He treat them better now. Now that Dex works for him, please fire him now, Sonny. Curry says, in other words, question for okay. So Kyrie says, in other words, question for the chat: who's more attractive, Dex or Jason? I have a feeling who's going to get the lead, but Valerie says I had a crush on young Jason when he was with Keisha. Whoa, okay. So Valerie says Jason, and Jackie P says Jason. I want to see how many people actually say Jason. Darby says Jason. Johnson says, I mean, Jason is needed, whether it's Steve Burton playing him or something. Okay. Okay, that I can understand. And Emily says Jason. No, John, no, I really need you to explain it to me like I was 7 at this point. Freddie says when Dex and Sonny opened that suitcase full of money, I was like, Freddie, listen, if somebody's going to apologize to me for that, like for an inconvenience fee, I'm with it. Seriously. They gave him that money. It's like, here, you know what? Here's our apology. Cool. Bless me with that apology. Cherry ice cream, Dex. Cherry ice cream. See, hitting the like button really does help. I have no idea where we are with the likes, but we got 27 likes. We got 39 people in the chat. So if you are enjoying the stream, hit the like button. It really does help. Like, so, oh, also, just on the side note, people who have been actually sharing the videos really help. last last week, about 10 people actually shared my videos, and that was amazing. So thank you for whoever actually shared my videos because that really did help. I say Dex, he's someone I like more, or more likely have to be blind. Oh, no, I understand what you're saying now. Thank you, Jonathan. No, I understand what you're saying now. It makes sense. And cherry ice cream. Let's actually everyone welcome cherry ice cream. Cherry ice cream. That's an interesting name. Everybody says, what if was drug money? However, you don't know these guys where that money came from. Yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna be honest, Darby. I don't care. I don't care where it came from. Okay, I almost don't care where it came from. Almost don't care where it came from. There's like exceptions, but that is definitely not one of them. Exactly. No, seriously, cherry ice cream. Welcome to the group. Carrie says Bola is more attractive than Dex. He's 9.9, she's a 10. You know, Carrie, she asked me a question yesterday. You asked me a question yesterday. And I feel like I need to ask you a counter question. You asked me yesterday, how was it that I rated Diane a 10? I rated Diane a 10. You rated Willow a 10. A 10. You rated Willow a 10. Okay. Willow shot past Jordan. How did you rate Willow a 10? Very curious about that. Yes, welcome cherry ice cream. Cherry ice cream and Emily are actually new people who are in chat. I mean, who are new into the live stream. That really does also come from hitting the like button. So when I sit there and say hit the like button, I'm not just saying it for, giggles and stuff. Yeah, Emily was new since last week, actually. But yeah, I'm very curious about that. My guy's about to get graphic now. Her hair, her blank, her legs, her eyes, perfection. Do I need to go on? No, I think we got the general picture. I think we got the general picture, Kyrie's. Okay. 10. So pretty much Cherry Ice Cream says that Jason is better looking than Dex. Oh, have a good night, Laura B. Oh, there we go. I'm going to call it a night. Have a good night. Have a good night, Laura B. It was really great to see you again. And DC is back. Dex is definitely fire. You know, part of me doesn't want to say this, DC, but in some ways, I feel like I should say it. Maybe I'm just going to be a dick, but I feel like I should say it. Um, Emily says I've seen some of your J's reviews and they're great. Thank you. Thank you, Emily. Thank you. I appreciate that. Seriously, I do. Thank you. Johnson says, have you ever watched Quantum Leap? No, I want to. I just have a back catalog of stuff that I got to sit down and watch before I watch any new show. That's the thing. Like I want to because it does actually generally look good though. Just because you missed it when you got rated at 10. And Kyrie says, yes, DC, you missed it. I rated you a 10. DC says, Babbitt, what are you going to say? Um, I, you rating characters is kind of questionable at this point. I will sit there and say that. It's hard to judge your rating system. Is really hard to judge your rating system. My dude DC out here rating people. You rated Marshall. You rated Marshall Ashford and Brady Black in the same level. I, 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 I mean, I'm questioning your rating skills. DC says, so you basically calling Marshall ugly? Just admit it. Admit it. DC, you are comparing Marshall Ashford and Brady Black in the same level. Marshall Marshall Ashford and Brady Black is in the same level in your eyes. And DC says beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yeah, I know. But there gotta be some limits at this point. Have a good night, Emily. Oh yeah, no, I'll be on tomorrow, Emily. I'll be on. I do this 5 days a week. Same time. DC said, but what's wrong with Marshall Ashford? Go ahead, say it. Are you trying to say older men can't be sex symbols? Um, well, you know what? I'm not even gonna sit there and say that. I'm gonna sit there and say the obvious. Brady Black and Marshall Ashford. You compared a goddamn senior citizen to Brady Black. Then she says, what happened? No, you compare Brady Black to a senior citizen. That's what's wrong. But you know what? No, it just brings your judgment. DC says senior citizens can't be sex symbols now. I want you to read that back, and you tell me if that makes sense to you. No, 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 no. I want you to read that back, and you tell me if that actually makes sense to you. You know what? I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to look back at that whole. You think that Daniel? I'm gonna have to look back at that whole. You think Daniel looks better than um Billy Abbott or Jason Thomas? Because it's just making me wonder now. Made me wonder before, and I'm a straight man, and it's just senior citizens can't be sexist. DC says, but Daniel does look better than Billy. But Daniel looks okay. So the guy who says that Daniel looks better than Billy is the same guy who says that Marshall and Brady Black are on the same level. And you and you wonder why I'm sitting there questioning your judgment. Bro, you got actually I do. That was like that really sad version of Knight Rider, right? That was that really, really sad version of Knight Rider. Every says we all have our favorites, only we like, and I still remember Diane Albert. Oh no, I remember, but I mean, come on, bro, come on. Freddie says Nina is an idiot for not telling Sonny about Gladys, that creepy doctor. She honestly thinks she could handle this on her own, and also transferring money to give to that creepy doctor. Yeah, and I remember that. Yeah, it was bad. Jonathan, what was the name of that show with Hulk Hogan? He was on a boat. He was on a boat or something like that. It was Hulk Hogan. He was on a boat. I just remember that. Curry says, "Well, Albert, you got a lot of nerve. You said Diane looks better than Sasha." And you know what? No, no, because no, that's just true. DC says, "Wait, the whole chat was rating me." DC says, "Isn't Diane a senior citizen? Technically, Albert has some personal vendetta against March." DC says Hogan knows best. No, it was another show. It was like in the late '80s or the early '90s. Yes, Darby, it was something like that. The hell was the name of that show? It was Hulk Hogan on a boat. DC says I'm gonna have to rewind this chat when it's over. DC says the A team. See, that's funny. I do said the A team. And I said Hulk. That just actually proves how much older I am than DC. Hulk Hogan boat show. Thunder. Is it Thunder? Oh, Paradise. Yeah, Thunder. It was Thunder in Paradise. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Double C. I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of gonna kill me for a hot minute. Thank you, Double C, and thank you, Darby. I was literally probably gonna be up. Oh, damn, Mel. That was good. Harry says you're beyond the hypocrite, Albert. LOL, I can guarantee Sasha will win in a poll against Diane Miller. Are you sure about that, Kyrie's? Are you sure about that? You want to put that to the test? You want to put that to the test, Kyrie's? DC says sometimes I feel like Albert looks younger than. No, it's just you said the A team, and I said Hulk Hogan. I'm like, you're joking. You know what? DC says you didn't. Okay, maybe you didn't know. I'm gonna take that back. You don't do social media, so it's totally possible that you didn't know. Ryan Hart said I forgot to mention this yesterday, but R.I.P. Billy Miller did mention him passing away. What he passed away from? Yeah, I can't say it in the chat, but I know what he did. I know why. Harry says I'm positive I will put it to the damn test whenever you want. Just that Albert does not look younger than 29. But yeah, Jess, I'm gonna still take that as a compliment. But here's the thing though. DC. James did a video on Sunday about it. He did a video on Sunday about it. Oh, Lionheart, you didn't know? Wow. I guess it shows a certain level of arrogance in me. Perry says Sasha would leave with much more men in a club than Diane would if they are in the same club, right, Jess? And Jess says they don't even compare. Jess is the same person that gave Jocelyn a 7, an 8, and a 9. You gave Jocelyn a 9. Don't get me wrong, Jocelyn is good, but she's not a 9. Diane is a much higher rate is a higher rate than Jocelyn. That's just the bottom line. But it's cool, Jess. I'll forgive you. BT Society, you can tell him he had a good heart to him. Yeah, going way too soon, they say. We lost a lot of people. Jocelyn says he thinks Sasha and Cody will hide out of town. Well, I think they're going to probably hide within town because they got to keep the interest going. Jess said, no, she's not. Jess says Diane is a 7 and Jocelyn's an 8 and a 9. What the Curry says Albert's just an old boomer, so therefore he has much more of a chance with Diane than he would with Sasha. So he's just a settling simp. No, that's actually not true. That's actually not true. Um, so I'm just gonna ignore that. But just said Diane is a 7, Jocelyn is an 8 or a 9. Okay. Just I'm gonna be honest with you. There's not enough alcohol in the world that could that can explain the many ways of just how wrong you are. You said that this chick, Jocelyn, is a 9. You think that she's a? Okay, I'm done. Darius, I have no idea what you're talking about, but Darius says, please lie down and take a nap after your delusion. First of all, and I'm gonna be honest. I think that Sasha looks good, but I don't think that she's like all that. I would honestly tell you the truth. I would sit there and say the most I would give her is an 8.5, and that's being. I put her on the same level as Jada. I put her on the same. I put Sasha on the same level as Jada. I do. I put Sasha higher than Jordan and Portia. She's DC says, wow, the Billy Miller thing changed up my whole day. I'm just, I get it. I get it, DC. You don't really do social media, and no, she's not a 9. She's not. She is not a 9. She is not a 9. I don't think there's enough alcohol in the world to sit there and convince me that she's a 9. Jocelyn said I felt the same way when I first. Darby said Jocelyn is a 7 and 8, but Trina is close to a 7 and 6. Yeah, here's the thing, Darby. I mean, here's the thing, Double C. I would sit there and say Trina's a 7, Jocelyn's a 7.5. Uh, no. I don't know. There's nothing to deal with. Well, she's first of all, she's not a goddamn 9. But you know what, Carrie? In your personal opinion, if you want her to be a 9, that's totally fine. I don't sit there and think she's a 9, but whatever floats your boat. Um, just add to what Trina or add to Jocelyn, which I think I know the answer to. Carrie says, "I dare you to put that in your community tab." Oh, you mean who's actually higher on the Richter scale? I'll put that on my community tab. I have no problem with that. DC says now Sean on days is 10. He got the eyes, Albert. That's why Daniel's more than Billy on YNR. He got the eyes. I would almost believe what you're saying to be true. Um, except for the fact that you put Marshall and Brady Black in the same level. That pretty much just kind of just messed it up a little bit, to be honest. Um, Justin says, I think Belle finds out about Sean sleeping with Talia is what will lead to Martha. I'm gonna have okay. You know what, Jonathan? When that does happen, if I have time, I'm gonna try to do something. If I don't do a full review, then I will do something for the members. So hopefully you'll be a member. Double C says Audrey's an 8. Okay, I think she's a 10, but all right. Um, Double C says Darby says when I heard you talk sometimes, Albert, I got so mad. I sympathize with the women who get in the fights. Curry says, but Albert is in no position to judge though when you put senior Diana in front of Sasha. Yeah, I do. And you know what? I stand by that 10 toes down. I stand by that 10 toes down. And I have my reasons. I have my reasons. DC said I'm suing for defamation of character since Albert has called my character into question since this motion rating. I won't stand. Yeah, she's not. And you know what? You put Oh my God. You put Marshall Ashford from General Hospital. I'm gonna sit there and say this again for people to really understand what I'm saying. You put Marshall Ashford from General Hospital and Brady Black from Days of Our Lives in the same setting. Okay, you put them both at a 7. I'm questioning the fact that you put Marshall as a 7. Okay, that's questionable enough. But you put Marshall and Brady Black in the same level? Were you drinking when you said that? Because I know when people get a little drunk, they say things that's a little off. And the sad thing is, I think that DC was sober as a priest. Jackie B says, "What do you think of Portia going to Savoy?" I think it's a good idea to give Marshall a heads up to understand what he's dealing with. No, 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 no. F that. No, 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 no. We ain't changing that around now. DC says, now, Albert, if I give Marshall a 6 and you didn't, will you accept the new rating and then I have my attorney drop the charges? The only thing is I don't drink, so I was so yeah, I know. Um, first of all, you put them at a seven, so we gonna leave this at a seven. And if you put no, 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 no. I must then at that point I'm gonna start questioning what else were you doing? Because if you weren't drinking, then you know what? It's okay. It's okay if you want to put Marshall Ashford and Brady Black on the same level and stand by that. Okay, all right, that's cool. Mel says Albert John, Ash Phillip is not staying long on Days of Our Lives. That's unfortunate. Quiet Guy says a moment of silence for Had Daddy's ego. Quiet Guy, he put Marshall Ashford at a seven with Brady effing Black. DC says that's fine, Albert. I'll take this is Supreme Court Albert with Zeke as my attorney. Just a LOL, damn, Albert is really pressed. I mean, Curtis says Diane is an eight. I give that, but Sasha is a nine. And that's my answer. 10 toes down. Then we're gonna have to agree to disagree. And you know what? Yes, Jess, I am pressed about that. I mean, come on, Jesse. Did we not see? You know what? No, no, f that. Did we not actually sit there and see the same photo? He was being serious about that. He was being serious about that. I can't get over that. I can't. Freddie says the only time Portia isn't getting on my nerves is when she's there for Curtis, but when she turns on the self-righteous attitude to Spencer, she needs to pipe down. She needs to look at herself in the mirror. And yes, I agree with that. I do. And here's the thing, Freddie. When that happens, I actually have to sit there and defend Spencer. I do. I have to defend Spencer. Got to. You know, I'm gonna sit there and say this just for the record. I'm say it for the record. So James did a video and he was talking about Spencer and how he said that Spencer should fight. Spencer should fight. Spencer should be fighting more for Trina when it comes towards Portia. He said that Spencer should be fighting for Trina more when it comes towards Portia. What man in their right mind is going to want to put up with a disrespectful woman like Portia just to be with Trina? Now Trina's amazing. I gave her a seven. I think she's pretty amazing, but she she's definitely not worth it when it comes to dealing with Portia. Oh, and you know what, Mel? That's absolutely very true. And if Kyrie wants to think that Sasha is above Diane, then that's fine. And if DC wants to sit there and think that Marshall and Brady are on the same level, then that's fine. But I am questioning his judgment when it comes towards rating people. I'll say that much. I will say that much. And Quiet Guy, I hope I said hi to you. If I didn't say hi to you, how you doing tonight, Quiet Guy? Oh, Mills, everyone has it. Oh, okay. DC says, anyway, gotta go, guys. But Albert will be hearing from my attorney in the morning. I'm countersuing for all of Bostic Enterprises if I win. Well, technically, Bostic Enterprises isn't really mine. It's Jess. Um, she just allows me to come into the office some days. When she's feeling generous. But you are very right, Mal. You are very, very, very correct. Very correct. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yep. That's pretty accurate. Not that I'm scared of Jess. Just for the record. Freddie says I will put up with Portia constant. I would have. Oh, you would have, or you wouldn't. DC says that means Jess will. So that means Jess will be in the suit. Harry said, "I'm just pointing out Abra's hypocrisy. He is in no position to judge DC when he's putting citizens ahead of." Actually, I am. Actually, I am. Actually, I am. I have my reasons, but I will. You know what? I'll put it in the member circle only. I'll put it in the member circle only. Ray said I meant I wouldn't put up. Oh yes, thank you. No man would. No, 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 Freddie. No man worth his soul would sit there and put up with that. Double C says, "Oh, Diane Miller, I thought you meant Diane Jenkins." No, I meant Diane Miller. I'm sorry, Double C. I should actually clarify that a lot more. Darby said, "Just owns Albert like Monica owns the Quartermain Mansion." Again, that's pretty accurate right there. Not that I'm afraid of her, but you know, yeah, I should. Definitely a rookie mistake on my part. Double C. But have a good night, DC. It was really great to see you in the chat. Such a rookie mistake, not actually clarifying, not actually clarifying which soap I'm talking about when I'm talking about characters' names. The thing is, there's not that many doubles and in the names anymore. Freddie says, Albert, that wouldn't be worth my time. Oh well, then if you're talking about the other one, then yeah, no, I understand what you're talking. No, if you're talking about Diane Jenkins, then that's Harry says, please, Albert, you're Rihanna and Jess is your Chris. Whoa, Kyrie. Okay, let me read this again. Harry says, please, Albert, your Rihanna and Jessica is your Chris Brown of 2009. That is actually not true. I am not afraid of Jess. I have no idea what you're talking about. I keep trying to. Barry says, so is Chloe going to break out with Xander for the baby's sake? No. I keep forgetting that Chloe actually is leaving as well. And although I understand why Martha is leaving, Freddie says no. I was talking about Portia's attitude wouldn't be worth my time. Oh well, then yeah, yeah. No, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be his thing. It wouldn't be worth any man's time. I definitely like, and that's the thing, Freddie. We don't deal with rude, disrespectful situations like that. We just don't. It's just not built in our DNA. Have a good night, and Pop. It was good to see you again. Carrie said Jessica will have you crawling like a kitty. I'm not afraid of her, Carries. No, I don't know why you keep thinking trying to put that out there into the internet. Darby says, "Are you saying that Jess is going to work on Albert's face?" Keep putting that. Keep you can't put that out there into the internet. Come on now, that's not me. Double C says, "No, it's my fault. I forgot about Diane Miller." No, I get. But here's the thing. Though. I should have sat there and said GH is Diane. I should have said GH is Diane. If I would have said GH is Diane, then you would have known. Curry says because you're trying to flex, will deal with, but will get dealt with by Jess. Okay, Kyrie. So I think you kind of forgot who I am. I think you kind of forgot who I am. I don't know who this other person you know I don't know who this other person who you're talking about, but definitely not talking about me. Have a good night, Jackie P. It was really good to see you again. Johnson says, "Have you ever been to a live soap opera event, Albert?" No, I do want to go there one day. I do want to go one day. I want to see what it's like. It'll be fun. There's so many different things that I want to do, and that is definitely on the list of things that I want to do. Kyrie says, "I'm talking about Albert Scent went Bostic." hmm. Scent went Bostic. Well, I'll take that over the other comment that you said. But listen, as fun as this was, I should probably actually get to sleep. I should probably get to sleep so I can wake up at some reasonable time to start these soap opera reviews. But I do want to thank everyone for joining though. This is actually a lot of fun. I missed doing this yesterday. I mean, yesterday I wasn't even all there. I was like super heavily medicated, and I didn't really get a chance to sit there and talk to everyone like I usually do. So thank you for coming through and dealing with um whatever sentences that I was sitting there trying to struggle to say yesterday. Have a good night, Valerie. It was really good to see you. Have a good night, Melly Mel, my heart queen. Have a good night, Kyrese, my right hand man. Have a good night, Jesse Jess, the goddess. Have a good night, quiet guy. Have a good night, Dave. I think I said have a good night to Dave. And we got the new person. Have a good night, cherry ice cream. Hope I get to see you again. Hope I get to see you again. Make sure if you do not hit the like button, hit it on the way out. That definitely does help. Yeah, yeah. I'm a call it a wrap. I do gotta wake up early in the morning. Well, not wake up early in the morning. I'm just tired at this point. I'm so tired that I'm just stumbling on my words. I would kind of like to wake up at some decent time so I can start these reviews. Carrie says, "Good night, Jess. Good night, Queen Jess. Good night, Boomer Bostic. Boomer Bostic. Boomer Bostic. Good night, Darby. Good night, Mel. Good night, Valerie. Good night, DC. Good night, and Pop, and everyone else. Have a good night, Freddie. Ariana. Good night, Albert. Starbucks AM. Yes. You know, is that you know the drill. You know the drill, Ariana. Darby said, dreaming of Diane. Johnson says, in that case, join us next time for another edition of Joe. So, in that case, join us for another edition of Soap Chat with Albert Bostic. Thank you. You have a great night, my friend. And yes, thank you, Jonathan. Hit the like button. And remember, if you are a member, make sure you hit the renewal because um, there's going to be some times when I may not be able to do a full review, but I will sit there and give a take on a particular episode for certain characters and stuff that I will only be doing for members. So I thought about that like I thought about that a couple of days ago in my last video, and also just other fun um, videos that I got going on that I have thinking about. W says he got Diane on the brain. I got Diane on the brain. Yes, have a good night, Darby. Have a good night, everyone. Stay safe, and I will see y'all in the next live stream, which is tomorrow. Laters.